because of the poverty that exists here, many of the families will try and marry off their daughters to somebody that will give them a better shot at life, a better opportunity. And so a young man comes up, he's driving a nice vehicle, he says, hey, your daughter's beautiful, I'd like to marry her. I'm gonna take her to Italy, and we're gonna live in Italy, and she's gonna have a great life and a great job. The father says, okay, it's a deal. And while it's not quite the traditional arranged marriages, there's still a lot of arranged marriage that goes on here. So the girl has very little say in it. She goes with the young man, she ends up in Italy, he keeps her documents and forces her into prostitution, and the family doesn't know anything about it. When they finally do find out about it, you know, they can't take her back, and so that's where the shame comes in. Making people aware that these are the tricks of the trade, so to speak, the things that the traffickers do to get the girls into it, can help them go with eyes open and hopefully be a lot more careful in the future. When they come back from having been trafficked, they've lost hope. Here in Albania, it's somewhat of a shame-based society. If you shame your family, then you're going to be shunned, and you will lose your entire family. Obviously, being forced into a life of prostitution, if you're a trafficking victim, that's going to bring tremendous shame on the family. Even though some of the ways girls are trafficked here are actually being sold by their families. But if they're caught and they're deported from wherever in the West where they've been trafficked, they come back into Albania, it's literally they've got the scarlet letter around their neck. They've been prostitutes, they've been trafficked, and so where do they go? The Albanian government has set up a number of shelters where they can go, but those are temporary deals. You go in, you wait for a little while, there's supposedly counselors there, but it's generally considered the woman's fault if she's been trafficked. And then after that, they have no job skills. Many of them are taken as young girls. They usually have very little education. So they have no chance at life. Their family won't accept them. Many of them come from small villages. Everybody in the village knows everything that goes on, and so they can't go back to their village. So they come to a city like Tirana, about 1 million people, and they try and hide. But they've got nothing to start with.